Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Luxe Party Favors by Nikki, and I'm coming to you today with a voiceover. This will be the last Christmas tutorial of the year. We are going to be making these adorable cocoa pouches. So these are the items that you need. You need an X-Acto knife or something similar, a printout, and I have these printouts available. Look in my description box, and a cutting mat. And at that point, you're going to fold on the seams just as you would a normal chip bag. And again, my templates are pretty obvious as far as where you need to fold. So you're going to just go ahead and fold on the seams. I like to fold on the seams because it makes it easier, because once I cut out the center, it's a more difficult to fold on the seams. So I fold on the seams, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut out that what is that? That white square with my X-Acto knife. Good night. So I'm just going to go along the lines and cut it to the best of my ability. Look at my hands shaking and carrying on. I think it's just because it's a little tough to go through. This X-Acto knife is a little wobbly. I could not find my other one, and so I'm trying to do my best to make sure that the blade stays in and that it cuts appropriately. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these 4 squares. Then I'm going to throw some music on here, and then I'm going to come back once that is done. All right, y'all, now that that's cut out, I'm just going to go ahead and pop out the center, and then I'm just going to go in with my what do you call this thing? I think they call this thing a guillotine. That sounds really bad, but any type of cutting device that you have, scissors, a paper cutter, or this guillotine. And I'm just going to cut along the white lines. I noticed that in this particular template that I made the images on the back too big, but that has since been fixed. I actually removed the Santa image because when I fold it, it covers the side with the seasonings, greetings, and nutrition facts. It covered the Santa, but that is fixed now. Okay, so now you're going to get an acetate sheet, and again, I will go ahead and put that in the description box below. And I just use that little cutout as a measurement, but what I'm going to do is make it a bit longer than the actual cutout, because I'm going to have to seal that on the back of the package, or not the back of the package, the inside of the package, and you'll see here in the bit. So I'm just going to make it a bit longer and cut that out where I just use my Sharpie. Gonna cut that out just with some basic scissors, or you can even use the cutting machine if you're making a bunch of them. I've used my cutting machine on acetate before, and it works just fine. And at that point, you're going to get some adhesive. I do not recommend a glue gun for this, because if it dries, or when it dries, it may come off. So I like to use my adhesive tape, and I'll link it in the description box. I've used this for several other projects in the past, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on all 4 sides. And again, I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and watch this, because it's pretty basic at that point. All right, y'all, now that you have all of your adhesive tape on all 4 sides of your acetate square, you're just going to go ahead and peel off the adhesive backing, and then we are going to put that on the inside of the template. So this is what I'm talking about. You just want to make sure that you align it to the best of your ability and seal it on the actual paper. And that's why I say you want to get, the acetate to be just a bit bigger than the square, so that you can actually get on that paper. So I'll say like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch. And this print is on an 8.5 by 11, so a regular chip bag. So I've seen some folks do 11 by 17, but my printer doesn't have that capability. But how awesome would that be? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just, do my normal chip bag process. And I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive at the top, but you don't have to put adhesive at the top at this point. You can actually use a glue gun to seal it if you like, but this is my preference, and it makes it easier when I go in with my crimper and my zigzag scissors. And so I'm just going to put a slice at the bottom and just a slice on one side, the side that I plan to overlap. So the side that's going to be on the top flap, that's the side that you want to put the adhesive sheet on. So again, if you've been watching my videos, you've seen this process a million times over. But if you're a new subscriber, this is essentially how I make my chip bags and all of my snack packages. I use the same process, you know, aside from cutting out the center. So this is what I was talking about, where it's a little longer, so I just cut that piece out. Okay, so now we're just going to go in with a crimper. This is not mandatory, but I like it to add a little bit of embellishment and to make it look more realistic and like a chip bag or a cute little pouch. And I will link my crimper below in the description box. And then at this point, we're going to go ahead and start filling it with a bunch of goodies. I just settled on, I got the Christmas tree Little Debbie cakes from Walmart, and I had to order those. They did not have them in the store, so I had to order them from Walmart.com. It was like a one-day delivery. I just put in there a Swiss Miss cocoa pouch and some Kit Kats, and I'm also going to add a candy cane. But of course, you can put anything in here. This can be used for more than just the children. This can be used for coworkers, friends, neighbors, the people that work for you, anyone, teachers, bus drivers, you know, the forgotten ones of the bus drivers, right? So let's not forget about the bus drivers. My son doesn't ride a bus, but if he did, I would definitely provide a little treat. So I just went ahead and removed that top adhesive. Again, this is a point where you can use your glue gun if you like. And at this point, I'm going to go in with my zigzag scissors just to add some more embellishment. Again, this is not a required step. Same with the crimper. That's not a required step. Just to add a little bit of an embellishment to this item. So it's super cute. I'm sure that you guys have seen these all around. They are so stinking cute. And I wanted to make sure that I finally had the opportunity to make this happen and get this tutorial out here before the end of December. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your support.